is up? Super Bowl champion Chief Kingdom. How you guys doing?
Yeah.
What it do?
How you doing?
Back to back.
Back to back.
How you doing?
Oh my, I'm good, man. I'm good. I was stressed out the whole game. I felt like drinking, and I don't drink. But man, look, that shit, McCole, man. McCole redeemed himself. I love you, McCole. You're a good dude.
Look, I had my questions on why they even brought him back. Like, I didn't understand why they brought him back from the Jets.
Oh my god!
But
man.
I owe that man an apology. So hopefully we can get him on the show this offseason so I can apologize to him.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. What a fucking stressful game, man. I mean, my chest hurt. I was pissed off. I was screaming it on PSF. I was mad. I was like, "What the hell is going on, man? We look like shit. There's no continuity. Everybody was pissed off. Travis was acting stupid. I don't know what the hell was going on. All I know is that they pulled it out. Mm-hmm. And McCole won that game for us, man. He really did. He caught that ball. Out of all the people, bro, he won that damn game, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the dude. Will he be back next year? Maybe so, because what I'm hearing, Tony won't be. So we might see McCole back here next year. Just saying. Anyway, what do you guys think, man?
I don't know what to say. That was
I have one thing that I want to say.
Quinn, take it all away.
Hey guys, Chiefs won Super Bowl.
Yes,
look, this was absolutely crazy. I mean, just looking at the box score, Kansas City was once again down 10 points again. And then they came out in that third quarter, and I thought that this game was going to be exactly like the Ravens game, where Kansas City wasn't going to do a whole lot of offense, but that defense was going to play shutdown defense. And what was going to end up happening was Kansas City was just going to keep kicking field goals, and that's how they were going to win the game. And then it got real, where San Francisco was able to go down and score that touchdown, and they go up, miss that. They get the PAT blocked, which obviously ended up being huge. And then Kansas City's able to just come back, tie the game before going into overtime. This is why Patrick Mahomes it shows why he's clutch. He never panicked. He had a couple of huge runs. His legs were insane in this game. I mean, he had 9 carries for 66 yards. Okay. He was the leading rusher on the team. So he almost had as many rushing yards as Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey had 80 yards. Patrick Mahomes had 66.
Dang.
And that's the only reason I say he's the MVP.
Yeah, this game was crazy. Butker making did they say that was the longest?
57, longest ever in Super Bowl.
Longest ever in Super Bowl history. So once again, we talk about Andy Reid trusting the guys, right? If you're on the team, if you're out there playing, if you're out on the field, there's a trust factor there. And we see that. We continue to see that. And this is the way the Chiefs will play football this year. This game defines the 2023 Chiefs, right? It was dirty. Yes. It was gritty. It wasn't pretty. But boy, did Kansas City come out on top, and they're Super Bowl champions back-to-back for the first time in 20 years. Let's go.
Hey, what you got, Caleb?
I was just going to say, that just shows you this. Like Quinn said, this game was dirty, it was grimy, but the Chiefs worked out. I was telling people when it was down to nothing, like, they still have a chance. Even in the third, fourth quarter, like, they still have a chance. That interception was thrown. But literally, I know the Chiefs had a really, really, really good shot at this whenever the 49ers got that first TD. They had to really do trick plays and misdirects, all these different things in order to get a point on the board. So I was like, the defense is going to come out clutch. The offense is going to do what they do eventually when it comes down to the end of the day. So that just showed me at the end of the day, like, look, this team is dominant. That defense showed up when they need to. Yeah, they gave a TD and things like that happen. But it let me know this. At the right time, we're going to stop. And we know that Peter Schrager said pick 6 by McDuffie. But McDuffie got the next best thing, a batted pass on third down. Can I get an amen?
Yeah, we did. And
exactly. A batted pass on third down, time blitz was phenomenal. Chris Jones played lights out. Snead did pretty good. He gave a touchdown, but those things happen. When you look at what happened at the end of the day, this Chiefs team showed us that we cannot doubt them. Now, question about where receivers and things, we can take that another time. Let's have a happy time. But this team, I'm going to tell this right now, and people are not going to like this, but Mahomes is the GOAT. He is about to go.
It's the fucking GOAT.
Discredit him. 3 Super Bowls in 6 years. Brady didn't have that, I don't think he did.
No, Brady didn't have 3 Super Bowl wins
until he turned 30. Here's
Correct.
Patrick Mahomes'
3 Super
resume.
Bowls in 6 years.
He has
And Mahomes arguably could have had a fourth, and then it was a bad play call maybe from a fifth. But here's the thing: 3 Super Bowls. This is a dynasty. No one can talk bad about this team. Now, here's the thing, though. Going to this offseason, if you want to be a winner, if you want to win a Super Bowl, and if you're talking about how you want to be an opportunity to do things, you're going to take less money to come to Chiefs. That option is now on the table for these people. If you want to, if I'm hearing from guys like Hassan Reddick, I want to win a ring, but you keep talking about money, or Derrick Henry, come to Chiefs. There's an opportunity. Because Andy Reid's going to find a way for you to get on offense to get the ball. Spagnuolo's going to find a way for you to get a blitz or something that the Chiefs need. This is the team to be. This is the organization. Yes, we have receiver problems, but this is the team to be. It doesn't matter what you have. You start with $5, $20, or -2 cents. You dig yourself out of the hole, and you come through when you need to at the end of the day. And that's what this team showed us. You never doubt the Chiefs.
Hey, and not only that, man, that whole thing goes for the players on our team as well. Chris Jones, Snead, everybody else. You want to continue on this trajectory? Sign a deal, get done, move forward. Mm-hmm. Veach made it he said it now twice that his whole goal is to re-sign Chris Jones, re-sign Snead. I'm good with that right now.
And here's another thing, JP, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but Mahomes is already said, there's a tweet going around that he's taking the Tom Brady approach. He is going to take less money to bring people in. This is how a dynasty is formed.
That's right.
They took the best punch from the 49ers, Lou, the best punch, and reversed it off, did an uppercut, and a punch from the side, and then a punch right to the face in the middle. They were able to do all these different things.
And here's the thing.
The knockout blow.
And I think Kelsey and Reed both ended the conversation of retirement because Kelsey said flat out, we got a chance to three-peat. And Reed went right along with it. So everybody that's flipping out about that should quit worrying. All I know is that we played a very tough football game. I'm going to give props to Brock Purdy in that first half. He played lights out. There's no doubt about that. He had a good game against a very good defense.
He had a good game throwing short passes, though.
But it doesn't matter. We've done that.
What he does.
We've done that, man. That's part of – look, man, but here's the thing. That is part of – you got to understand what the defense is giving you. And that's where we made our mistake in that first half because we weren't taking what the defense was giving us. We weren't doing that, man. And we've done it time and time again for the last 2 years. All of a sudden, that went out the window. Then in the second half, they decided, okay, maybe we better take what the defense is giving us and put the ball in Mahomes' hands and let him run the ball. But, man, no matter how you look at it, he played a good, decent – I'm going to say a decent football game. He went toe-to-toe with the champs.
Yep.
I'm not going to take that away from him because he did a good job. Not going to take it away. Nick Wright had me crying. Did anybody see the video the dude posted?
No, I got to find it.
Oh, my God. You got to look it up, bro.
I'll look it up after we get done here.
Yeah, oh, God. He said, on your head, Kyle. I mean, he was like, he didn't even realize we won the game. He said, down it. After he scored a touchdown, he said, down it. He didn't know we won. I mean, he was so excited. Look, man, this was, without a doubt, probably the most stressful Super Bowl we've been a part of. There's no doubt about that. I was stressed out the entire game. Thiz was stressed out the entire game. I mean, it was hard to sit there and go just watch this happen, especially that first half. I mean, Mahomes had like no yards in the first quarter, 13 yards or something. It was stupid. Mm-hmm. You know, we had no first downs. We had nothing. And then second quarter comes along, we're tied in yardage, passing yards with Purdy. And I'm like, okay, you know. Then when we took the lead, I'm thinking, okay, we got this. Our defense is going to hold them. But, man, it was a tough game. It was not as easy as everybody. I thought it was going to be a little easier. I really did.
I didn't think it was going to be easy, but I knew it was going to be hard based on my score prediction. I said 23-27, something like that. Mm-hmm. And Butker came in large, clutch.
Oh my God!
Like, yes. Dude, he's my underrated player of the game. Really, like he MVP for a kicker, unheard of. But to say he kind of put the team on his back with that 50-plus yarder in the
57
Super Bowl.
yards, and that was a line drive, 57 yards. That wasn't even a real kick. I don't know where the hell that came from. So, but damn, if you can kick a ball line drive like that low, 57 yards, you know what you can do when the ball's straight.
he's been killing it all season, and he showed exactly what he's made of in this moment.
Who
right
won the MVP? Do you guys
Patrick
know?
Mahomes.
That's a good question.
Mahomes did win it.
Yeah, that kick that Bucker had in baseball, we call that a frozen rope.
Yeah,
That's what
absolutely.
that was.
Absolutely is what it was.
I'm not impressed with Brock Purdy. I think that's exactly what Brock
You never
Purdy
have been. Who
is.
cares?
Well, he was going short passes. He
Yeah,
was like,
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. We do it.
Well, he didn't
No,
make
it's
any
the
play,
difference
like,
though.
Yeah. Let's just move into our MVPs.
right,
Let's
right.
talk
Yeah,
defense.
it's different
We spent a lot
because
of
it's
time talking about the
Mahomes.
offense.
Let's be happy.
Let's move into defensive MVPs. Let's just go. We can go around the box here. JP, Fizz, me, Caleb. You want to go like that?
That's fine.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go. JP, defensive
look,
MVP.
Man, it's without a doubt it's Chris Jones for me. I mean, the guy was all over the place. They moved him all around on the line, like exactly what I thought they were going to do, and they did it. McKinnon, I'm happy he was in the game. I said he was going to play. From what I was told, he ended up playing. He looked great, but look, man, period, defense-wise, Chris Jones all the way around for me.
Yeah.
He was all over the place, dude.
It's got to be Chris Jones. Like at this point, I could say other names, but nobody made as big of an impact at the right time as Chris Jones, in my opinion. Personally, like Karlaftis was close to getting sacks. Chanel, he kind of got lost, but Chris Jones is the guy.
Yeah, man.
I'm giving mine to George Karlaftis. I think it's because George Karlaftis, he did get a sack. He had 3 quarterback hits, but the guy was in the backfield all game.
Did he get a sack?
He got it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Him and Justin Reed ended up with
right.
half a sack. The Chiefs get sacked the quarterback. So look, this is a guy that before Kansas City, before this game started, I said who's going to have to step up, and I said it had to be George Karlaftis. It had to be Karlaftis because with Noah Menahu, and we know Chris Jones is going to get a lot of pressure. Who's going to be the guy to step up? It has to be Karlaftis, and I think Karlaftis proved that. This is why he's on the team. He is the number 1 edge rusher on this team by far. Finished the year with 10.5 sacks. Has had a good playoff run, 2.5, now 3 sacks in the playoffs. George Karlaftis was the best player on the field today on the defensive side because he was constantly getting in the backfield. He blew up a couple of rushes, and he helped contain Christian McCaffrey. There were some times where McCaffrey was trying to pop outside, and because Karlaftis was there to seal the edge, he forced him back inside. I think Karlaftis had a great game, and it's not a lot of it's on the stat sheet, but some of it is. I'm giving mine to George Karlaftis. Hell of a game from him.
Well, Chris Jones got the defensive MVP, so I'm going to give it to him too.
What you got?
Now, my pick is a little unorthodox, but I got to say McDuffie. The only reason why I say is this. The batted pass in the end zone, in that third down, stop. He came up clutch, and I would give it to Snead if he can get that TD. Snead did his thing, but I have to get McDuffie. Second-year player, 2 Super Bowls, has played phenomenal, has done everything you can ask, everything you need to, and more. Just his stops alone were so timely, and I just know with him, he is going to be an anchor for this defense moving forward. So I got to give mine to McDuffie. As much as Chris Jones was there, McDuffie stepped up in a way you did not expect.
Yeah.
And you could throw maybe an honorable mention, not like an MVP, defensive MVP, but like an honorable mention guy. You could probably throw in like Connor in there because the way he had to do in certain situations.
That's my guy.
So,
hey, not only that, Caleb, he did exactly what we thought, or I thought he was going to do. He actually covered Deebo Samuels.
yes.
So, I mean, he was the one on Deebo the entire game. And that, to me, was – look, man, you got a second-year guy that just covered one of the best wide receivers in the game, and he did a good job of it.
Yep.
So hey,
it's doubt. Crazy that the Chiefs did this. I mean, everything we've seen so far, we never would have thought this 10 years ago.
No,
coming off playoffs, losing games in the playoffs, 2-14 season.
Don't even.
I'll say this about the San Francisco receiving team and this backfield. I think you're right that McDuffie belongs in this conversation. Once again, no wide receiver went over 100 yards. No number 1 wide receiver went over 100 yards. Brandon Ayuk was 3 receptions for 49 yards. The leading receiver for the 49ers today was Christian McCaffrey, a running back. So He had eight catches for 80 yards, so he had a lot. I mean, the dude had 160 yards from scrimmage today.
Yeah,
but look, this is it's impressive what this safeties and corners have done this year, and thankfully a lot of them are very young. So we'll see moving forward what they do with Snead, but McDuffie definitely deserves to be in this conversation.
Hey, Chris Jones made a great comment on Wednesday night with the press, the meeting with the press. When they asked him, they said, what do you think the difference is between this year and every year prior, as far as what made him so special? And he said, everybody prior to this they were aging, they were older. This young group is the reason why they're so good. And Spags being able to teach a young group. What?
Right? This is his fifth. He had 2 with the Giants and now 3 with the Chiefs. That's his fifth.
Yeah, his fifth.
That's pretty good as a coordinator. I think that's the most ever. Pretty close.
It is the most ever for a defensive coordinator. And
or for a coordinator in general.
I think what he's right about is that he was able to coach up a bunch of rookies and second-year guys and make them really the number 1 defense in the league. And that's pretty good to do for your second year with these group of guys. And he got rid of the aging guys, and he just really stepped it up, man. He did a great job. I mean, they were 11th last year, and they're by stats 2. They should have been 1. But man, what a game! I mean, and Mahomes. Look, I know we talked about who should get the MVP. Maybe not Mahomes. He won that game with his legs too.
Absolutely, like the way he played. Like the way he played, he deserves. My wife and I were talking about. We were talking about what needs to happen because the game just wasn't going where it needed to go, and as soon as we started talking about that, Mahomes takes off and runs. Yeah. He needed to do that. He's had to do it in every Super Bowl that we've won, every one. So it's just something he needs to do. That's that extra guy that takes the pressure off of everybody else. Travis Kelce was good. Let's see, MVS, and I do want to apologize publicly to McCall, but Patrick Mahomes, he did what it took when the time called for it. Yep. So shout out to him and shout out to Allegretti. Honorable mention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I think Travis Kelce also deserves 9 receptions, 93 yards, but especially late in that game, man. I mean, he had that 22-yard catch to get us close to field goal range. Right before that, Kansas City really. I mean, you were moving. Right, they were moving the ball, but a lot of that was because the 49ers were playing a picket fence defense about 8-10 yards down the field. So they were giving up a lot of that small stuff and then rallying to the football. It took Travis Kelce to bust that ball, to bust open and get that huge opportunity for Butcher to come out and get that game-tying field goal. So Travis Kelce, to me, I know Patrick Mahomes had 333 yards passing. He was the leading rusher with 66 yards. So I know that Patrick Mahomes is a huge part of this game, and he should win MVP. And I'll say that this time around. I wasn't necessarily on board with the first 49ers Super Bowl. I think it probably should have went to Williams. But
it absolutely should have went to Williams.
This time around, I do think Mahomes deserves it. But man, Travis Kelce was such a big part of this game and big part late. This is what your playmakers do. And in the toughest times, in the times where you need something, he comes out and he makes the plays, and that's what he did tonight yet again.
Big time players make big time plays.
100%.
And Justin Watson again, Old Faithful. Justin Watson.
3 receptions, 54 yards. Nothing crazy, but man, he had a couple of big ones in there.
Hey, let's think about this. This is a guy that was on the Bucs practice squad, got called up, and because Brady didn't work out with him, he had a pick six thrown. Well, Brady threw a pick six. Of course, that was blamed on Watson because it was Brady. And then a second time, I think it was intercepted, and then he never played again. And so we picked him up. This is a guy that was basically shunned, and he's been our unsung hero this entire season, man.
There's been a few times where he's been able to get, besides that 1 week where he had like 11 targets, he's been a couple here, couple there.
Yeah.
And
it's
just
always at the right time.
He always has a big yard. Caleb, who you got as your offensive MVP?
Mahomes.
I know it's so like this one. It's like I don't want
to say.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's like it's Mahomes. Like, look what he did. He won the game with his legs. That's such an underrated part of his game. And I know I want to try and change it up, but there just isn't another option, really. I mean, there really is.
Change the classic. Oh man,
I mean, it just shows us how great this guy is. Like, even though all throughout the night they closed on him and was running, and he still got out there. He knew it was coming, sprinted a little faster, broke a tackle. I mean, this guy is phenomenal. 3 Super Bowls in 6 years. No one else has ever done this. No one else, to my recollection, has ever done this. He's
Brady had
these records.
Brady had 3 in 6 years, but he didn't have 3 wins, 3 Super Bowl wins within a 5-year span or a 4-year span.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that is unheard of. I mean, Mahomes is and he's tied for 5th now with most Super Bowl wins. And he's under 28 years old.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's the thing.
On the list. I mean, he's tied now with Joe Montana and with a couple other guys. Or I can only think of. I mean, I'll have to look up the list.
Is it Montana
he's up there.
Bradshaw?
Yeah,
Bradshaw, Montana, and one other one.
Does Montana? Montana has 4 rings, right? Montana won 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And then Bradshaw won 3.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he could retire yesterday.
Right now, I'll tell you guys.
Yesterday, he could have retired and been
first ballot.
This means he should just go ahead and get put on the pre-ballot roster.
Let's
go ahead and crown him right now. Put him in the Hall of Fame whenever he retires. Let's do it now.
Absolutely.
All right. Any final thoughts before we end the show, guys?
And did you guys
talk about this game
MVP?
Yeah, I said Kelsey, but really it should be Mahomes. I think everybody else went with Mahomes.
Yeah, that's who it is. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, I could give it to McCole because he caught that touchdown, but
but who threw it to him?
And we'll talk about this game on Tuesday and maybe finish it up again on Thursday. But we'll talk about some more details about this game here on Tuesday night. So
just know we're Super Bowl champs again.
Again.
Time in the city.
Oh my God!
Never.
Never. I can imagine what that parade's going to be like.
I'll be at home. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Watch on TV.
I'll be there. I wasn't at the last one, but I'll be at this one.
Okay.
There you go.
When you gonna go?
Me?
No.
Oh.
Because I don't want to be around the
No, I don't know.
I'll
be honest. It's probably better on TV anyways because I get to see the whole thing. If I go there, I'm going to miss out on 98% of it.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you don't want to deal with what we had to deal with at the NFL draft?
See, the thing about the NFL draft though was like that's something that you are adding to the environment by going. Right? There are things that you're not going to see on TV by going. If I go to the parade, I'm going to miss out on stuff. And you know what? If you go. Go because it makes my television experience better. So if you want to go.
Well, let me tell you something. There's nothing like that parade's great and all, but I got to tell you right now, Vegas is a freaking disaster, and it has been.
Of course,
and I mean they've got 6 different law enforcement agencies out here, helicopters flying all over. I mean it's crazy, man, and it hasn't stopped. All week long has been insane. Wednesday was absolutely insane down at the Strip. I mean down at the Legion, it was insane. There wasn't a street open. You couldn't get down there no matter what you tried to do. They got streets blocked off everywhere. It's insane, man. I mean, and they're going to keep those streets blocked off for a while. So anybody that is going to be in Vegas, or if you're in Vegas, don't plan on getting out of Allegiant. If you get in there, just pitch a tent, sleep in your car, do whatever you got to do. Pull the Chad Johnson. He slept in his car. He didn't get a hotel room. It's too expensive. So
enjoy it. Watch
the
stuff like see the fans are doing right now. Just watch.
And
take
it all in.
Yep. Well, with that being said, I'm glad everybody joined. Just go to bed happy tonight. Unbelievable game.
Go to bed at all.
Yeah, if you can go to bed. And we will talk to you guys again on Tuesday. Back to back, baby. Peace out, everybody.
Back to back.